This motion is both necessary, urgent and overdue, and I want to thank the Social Democrats for bringing it. People are carrying the cost of burden crisis that they have nothing to do with, Minister. And I want to just address in my 3 minutes just a number of points. We can continuously talk about taking measures to deal with the rising costs, which the Social Democrats have outlined actions in relation to it. Change the legislation and take action to take the necessary structural changes, or we can go on forever every single year talking about the marginalised and refusing to address the question that the actual economic model has marginalised people, not the other way around. And so we have people, everybody from Bernardo's to Social Justice Ireland to the CSO have given us figures, and they can all be quoted here today. But it's those on the lowest income are most affected always by the inequality in society. Not us standing on our feet here with good salaries, and not anybody else on good salaries, but those that the system has disempowered, disabled, and doesn't allow them to participate because they're struggling on a daily basis to pay for bread, for milk, for butter, to pay for rent that keeps rising, wondering where their mortgage repayments are going to come from. And we continuously go on with the same economic model. I'm not here to preach. I'm here as a practical woman. I'm here as someone who has had the privilege of living and working in different backgrounds. And I'm really sick, sore and tired of talking about what the marginalised as if they're inevitable, when they're a direct consequence of the economic model, as is our housing crisis. And so today we have a very practical motion which asks us to do a number of things to bring transparency and accountability. And 2 is in relation to changing legislation. And 1 sticks out from all, the agri-food regulator, and it refers to a letter that was sent to the Minister for Agriculture as to what they needed, and the reply from the Minister has utterly ignored that completely. Practical steps that can be taken and absolutely nothing given in relation to that very practical. A letter sent, a letter saying this is what we need, there's a gap here on the ground, we can function effectively without that, and months ago they write and nothing happens. And then we look at just the figures. Low-income households are disproportionately affected because quite clearly they use a greater amount of their income on necessities.